Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day of a year of miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 349. And today's lesson is this. Today, I let Christ's vision look upon all things for me and judge them not, but give each one a miracle of love instead. So would I liberate all things I see and give to them the freedom that I seek. For thus do I obey the law of love and give what I would find and make my own. It will be given me because I have chosen it as the gift I want to give. Father, your gifts are mine. Each one that I accept gives me a miracle to give. And giving as I would receive, I learn your healing miracles belong to me. Our Father knows our needs. He gives us grace to meet them all. And so we trust in Him to send us miracles to bless the world and heal our minds as we return to Him. And that's our lesson for today. And it's such a great lesson. And I think sometimes we get a little confused about who is our Father, right? At least for me, speaking from my personal experiences, we talked about this yesterday, our preconceived ideas and our early conditioning that teaches us what is God, right? And A Course in Miracles works with that frame of reference to help us to understand how to see this Father or this God not as something outside of us, but as something inside of us, something that we are connected to, something that is connected to our one mind, right? And because of the way A Course in Miracles is written in these terms, it refers to that one mind as Father or He, but in essence, it really is the I am part of all of us, right? That I am that we are connected to all of the time. So in understanding today's lesson, basically what we're saying is instead of judging things today that we see, look at them and offer each one the miracle of love, right? So let's think of some examples that could look like, right? Maybe we are at the checkout line and it's a busy time of year. There's a lot of people shopping at the grocery stores and in the stores that we tend to like to visit. And maybe we're doing some holiday shopping, or maybe we're just there to pick up our essentials, right? And we want to get in and get out because we're busy. And there's a line, right? And people are talking and we're getting frustrated. And instead of getting frustrated and angry and judging, this person is talking too much, or this person is too slow, or this person doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe in our mind we think, they're not very smart. Really what's happening is we are projecting on them things that we haven't forgiven within ourself, right? So that's number one. But number two, let's take a look at all of the situations going on around us and realize that whatever we are giving out, we are receiving, right? So if we're giving judgment out to all of these little situations, we're getting it back, right? It's kind of like the finger that points out to somebody else. There's three fingers pointing back to you. There's so much truth in that, right? Because that's what we're doing. We're projecting something that we haven't forgiven inside of ourselves, and it doesn't make us feel good to do that. In the end, we don't feel good when we're talking or judging other people. It hurts us, right? Because we're hurting ourselves. It's the sword that, we're hurting ourselves, we're condemning ourselves with that. So today, instead of getting frustrated at these moments, let's just offer love, the miracle of love, right? And that's what will come back to us. So we're in a line for a few extra minutes. Let's take that time to offer miracles. We can do like a miracle meditation, right? We'll just do our little meditation of love while we're standing in that line, and I offer you love, and I offer you love, and I offer you love, and see it come back to you today, right? Or maybe we're in our car, right? This is a really good one. We're in our car and people are cutting us off, or maybe the person in front of us is going too slow, right? Maybe the person who's passing us is too fast, maniac, you're going too slow. Hurry up, I'm in a rush. Just sit back for a minute and just offer love. When you find yourself going into that place of judgment, just bring your thoughts back to that one mind, right? That we all share, that one mind of love, and get into your love meditation today. Today, I let Christ's vision look upon all things for me and judge them not, but give each one a miracle of love instead, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of other examples of things that could frustrate you, right? I would love to see and hear what frustrates you. So maybe share them today in the feed, and let's take a look at them and see how we can offer the miracle of love to those situations. Because sometimes if we look at the thing that's frustrating us, we can take a step back and go, oh, okay, that's not really that big of a deal, right? I can offer love here, because really we're just offering a gift that's coming back to us. And who wouldn't want more love, right? That's all we're talking about. I learn your healing miracles belong to me. So every time we give the miracle of love, it comes right back. So let's see if we can do that today in our hurriedness to maybe, go through our busy holiday shopping or whatever it is that we're doing, even parties, right? Sometimes that can be stressful, getting ready to even go to a social event, right? So let's go to these social events that we're invited to. And sometimes we're like, oh, geez, I really just don't feel like going to this party tonight. I'm tired. I have too much to do. Remember this. You are never where you are for the reason you think you are, right? So going to that party might just be the miracle that you've been waiting for. It might just connect you to that person that's going to help you bring success and happiness in your life. It's not about going to the thing. It's about connecting with the people and sharing that miracle of love with everyone, right? Because that's how it works. That's how the miracles work. You have to put yourself in play, show up, share love, and love comes back to you. Let's see if we can practice this today. I let Christ's vision, which is the vision that we see all of us as one, right? So what is Christ's vision? It's that goes back to namaste. I see the Christ in you, right? That is in me. That same oneness that we share in that one mind of love. And remember, words are just symbols of symbols. So if these seem like religious words, it's on purpose, because most of us have been indoctrinated into some type of religion, right? I personally never was, and I've been told that it's been easier for me to undo because I didn't have a lot of that doing that I had to undo. But of course, in Miracles is written this way to help us to undo some of those early references that we've put on some of these terms that are fear-based, right? So we can look at them in a different way, in a more open, one, united with love way. So enjoy this lesson today. Thank you everyone for jumping on this live feed with me this morning. And happy Sunday, everyone. Great to see all of you here this morning. Hey, Mark, nice to see you this morning. Good morning, Barb. Hey, Vera, great to see you here. Good morning, Colette. Hi, honey. Great to see you this morning. Hey, Alicia, great to see you here this morning. Good morning to all, to you too, Colette. And you are so welcome. And thank you for being here and showing up every day. Amazing, really. Hey, Grace, nice to see you jump on the live feed this morning. Hey, Terry, always great to see you here this morning. Hi, Francine, good morning to you. Good morning, Carl. And Vera says, choosing a miracle of love and law of love, best gifts to give this holiday season and always. Isn't that true, right? The best gifts are always free. And what are we looking to get, right? Or to give this holiday season? We're just giving love, if it's in the shape or form of a gift. And when we receive that shape or form of a gift, what are we looking to receive? Love, right? That's all we're looking for, wanting to give and receive love. So let's just do that. Let's just get right to the point. So great share on your part, Vera. Thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, Kelly, great to see you here this morning. Thank you, Cheryl. I hope you have a great day too. Good morning, Ken. Nice to see you here this morning. Yes, good morning, Kelly. Great to see you here. Hey, Juan Alberto. Nice to see you this morning. Hey, Suzanne. Great to see you too. Good morning, Lori. Nice to see you here. Hey, Luis. Nice to see you. Hey, Robert, nice to see you on the live feed. Ah, great, Francine. I'm glad you enjoyed today's lesson. And don't we all need to hear that, right? Every day, which is why I do these lessons, right? And why they're so important. And, I've been doing A Course in Miracles for 28 years. Yeah, it's a long time, right? And these lessons never get old, and they always pertain exactly to what is going on in my life at that moment. So for 28 years of moments, these miracles don't get old, right? They're still relevant to whatever is happening in your life at the moment. So they always help. So you can just keep doing them and doing them and doing them year after year, day after day, because they always help you to shift your perception. That's all we're doing. We're shifting our perception a little bit so that we can bring more love and happiness and miracles into our lives. And when we do that, then we can share it with everyone else. But until we have it, we don't have anything to share, right? So that's what we're doing here. Good morning, Joseph. Great to see you here this morning. Yes, Kelly, love is healing when life is hard. And life is hard, right? Life is really, really hard until you realize it doesn't have to be, right? I've spent so many years struggling, really. I went from the victim, and I thought that was serving me for a long time. And then I went to the survivor, and I thought, well, that's great. I'm in survival mode. At least I'm not a victim anymore. And then I went into being the warrior, right? Because once you get past that surviving mode, you just don't want to be surviving. You want to be a warrior. But then it was like, too many battles to fight when you're a warrior. And literally, when you go into these mindsets, whatever you share, you strengthen. So being a victim just creates more of being a victim. Being in survival mode creates more of being in survival mode. Being a warrior just creates more battles, right? And you just keep fighting. And finally, you get to the point where you're just like, I just want happiness. And it's like the gates open and the lights turn on. And it's like, finally, you chose something that is worth choosing, right? So remember, life is a choice. And, it's simple. Not always easy, but it's simple just to choose love instead of fear at every moment, right? But you have to stay committed. It's not something that just happens because we're bombarded, right? Life is hard because we're bombarded all day long with fear, 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 fear. And until we know how to deal with it, until we have the toolbox and understand that your opinion of me is none of my business, and all attack is merely a cry for help, until we really get it, we do struggle, and life does feel really, really hard. So that's why we do these lessons, right? So that we realize we have a choice. And today's choice is share the miracle of love instead of judgment, right? Sometimes the ego wants to grab us and go, well, that's not right. I feel justified in my anger. Well, good for you. I'm glad you feel justified in your anger, but you're probably not going to be happy. You can be angry and feel justified, and that's fine if that's what you choose today. But when you realize that happiness is also a choice, why not choose that instead and offer the miracle of love instead of anger, right? And judgment. So that's all we are saying. So, hey, liberate all things I see. That's right, Terry. And we have the power to do that, right? When we realize the power is inside of us to change our life, wow. All of a sudden there's this huge responsibility that says, okay, you're responsible for your life. You have the power. What are you going to do with it today? And, first we have to learn how to do it. And then once we learn and we understand, we have the power to liberate all things. Good morning, Kimberly. Great to see you this morning. Hey, Ted Dazoo. Nice to see you this morning. Hi, Lori. Nice to see you on the live feed. Good morning, Bonnie. Hey, Greg. It's great to see you here this morning. So, yeah, let's see how today's lessons land with you today, and see if you can let Christ's vision, that namaste, we are all one vision, look upon all things and judge them not, but give each one a miracle of love instead. And that's it. That's our lesson. Thanks, everyone, for joining this morning. It's great to see all of you here this morning, and I will be back tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. So I hope you can jump on then and join me then. Until then, have an amazing day practicing this lesson and this miracle of love that you can share with everyone today, and see how that shows up in your world. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Bye.